Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome to the channel someone that you have probably seen in the chat, but you may never have associated a face. Well, she's got a face. In the chat, she normally goes by Jules Learning to Listen. But here she is in person, Julie Johnson. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Marina. Thank you so much for having me. It's a great honor. I got to tell you, I'm so happy to be here after watching your shows with so many different content creators, psychics, visionaries, everything that people, do, all their talents. And so I really appreciate it. It's great to be here.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. You know what? I was where you are. I remember what it felt like first starting out and tentatively sending out a couple emails to people that I admired their reading style and thinking, oh God, they're never going to get back to me. They're going to look at my teeny tiny little channel and they're going to say, And I was shocked when they responded and welcomed me with open arms. So that was a valuable lesson to always, always support those that are in the community that are taking that leap of faith. Absolutely, without hesitation. So I'm so glad that you said yes.
I'm so excited. I hope to be able to get to that spot myself and welcome other people in. I did that when in my career, we were always training new people in, getting them up to speed so they could, so that we could all retire.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So I'm just quickly going to say hello to a few people. Hello, Don Turner and Jackie B. And Butterflies Are Free, Lois Tucker and Viviani. Hello, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who haven't said hello, Gordian Knot, for those of you who haven't said hi, but you're just kind of in the background and you're lurking, that's okay. That's absolutely acceptable. So lurk away. And hello, Artist Liz. Nice to see you. So as I said, Julie has started her own YouTube channel, right? Jules Learning to Listen. If you want to figure out how to spell it and all that good stuff, look in the description of the video. I have it on there. So please go over to Julie's channel and subscribe. Give her a like. Let's be as encouraging as we possibly can, because it's always nice to welcome new people. They bring in different talents. They bring in different things. So yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do that. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in booking yourself in for a reading with me, if you're interested in gifting someone a reading with me, you can do it through my webpage, which is marinasheartcentertarot.com. So go on there, take a look, browse through the testimonials, see what other people have said about my readings. You can purchase a gift card. You can also sign up for the various classes and things that I offer. The Achieving Union course, which is a 30-day self-directed course, begins again on September 1st. And by self-directed, I mean you fit the course into your schedule rather than trying to fit it into mine. So every day you get a short little 5, maybe 10-minute video and some exercises that I want you to do during the day. And the focus of the whole 30 days is, by the end of it, you're going to have a much stronger relationship with spirit. You're going to know when spirit is talking to you versus outside noise. And the course is designed so that we don't trigger ego. We don't make ego stand up and go, hey, what's going on here? By the time that ego realizes, it's over, it's done. So this is a very safe, gentle way to explore your relationship with spirit. So by all means, please go to marinasheartcentertarot.com. Take a look and see what's on there. Browse if you're curious. You can also join membership on the webpage. You can also join membership on YouTube, although I am trying to move everyone from YouTube to the webpage, and that's because it gives me a little more control. And there's, I can do things on the webpage through Zoom that are sometimes a little more difficult to do through YouTube. So, hello, Annie Berger. Thank you for being here. And Joan Baker. Hi, Joan. Leanne Munn. And I think I did say Artist Liz and Viviani. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. So let's sit back and let's find out all about Julie. So you can start off by saying, well, one day, one time, one year, I was born, and then take it from there.
Oh my goodness. And thank you everyone for all your greetings and seeing some familiar names and faces. Hi, Viviani, Jackie B, and I've seen Artist Liz and different people in the chats before in your shows. And so I'm just thrilled to be here. Once upon a time in a land far away, I was raised by a woman who was very open to things spiritual, and my mother would read palms, and and I just thought she was nuts, and I wasn't going to have any of it. I was like, that's it. I showed this picture, I believe, on another show, but this is my mother. I don't know if you can see this, reading someone's palm.
Aw.
And she says, cross my palm with silver, and I'll read your fortune. And so this is the wacky nut job that was my mom. Thank goodness that she was, because as it turned out, the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. And we were allowed to investigate all kinds of different modes of spirituality and look at our dreams, notice things. If I told her that I had a dream and it meant something and maybe it was precognitive or something, she'd say, oh, well, pay attention, let's see if this is something. And so by the time things happened, a lot of things happened when I was little, but I got scared of it, because it's like I've heard other people say, you learned to not say anything. And so by the time I was a teenager, though, a lot of things were happening. The dreaming, the knowings, having ideas about things that were very unconventional, weren't fitting into the norm. And I didn't talk about a lot of it. But then by the time I was in my 20s, we got tarot decks, I believe, in high school. So there was just a few of us. And then, we were going to the Renaissance fairs and, had our little mini Rider weights on us,
Yeah.
The one that's smaller than this, and the
easily tucks in your pocket or your purse.
Yeah, no one knows.
Yes.
And then one of my friends started doing the artwork for a deck, and so we got into it full on. And I started taking classes with Reclaiming Starhawks group, and did the whole witchy thing, because I was very interested in what the heck is this. Our family's from Scotland. What did people do back then? And they always made it sound so taboo, but I learned some of the most amazing things, trance work, the cards, being more confident with them, being confident in just having power as a woman. Because this is all about empowerment for women and men that have spiritual gifts to really open up and participate in who you are. and what
Yeah,
you have
kind
to
of
offer.
take a chance. Take a chance. Listen to, don't be afraid um, to say something when you get that intuitive hit, or when you get that voice or something that comes in. Trust it. Go with it.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah,
a lot of things like that were happening, and then I started to feel a lot stronger with it, but still not really, you know, not really coming out with it much. I'd read cards for people,
yeah.
and then a little bit later on, I moved out of the Bay Area after, participating in
Hmm.
things with Starhawk and whatnot, and moved up into the mountain area after I finished college in San Francisco. And then this is where I kind of stepped into it more. I had more time to meditate, more
Yes.
time to hang out in nature. Um,
Hmm.
I was meeting people that were very focused on their spirituality and outside of the norm.
Yes.
Um, and then I did started doing karaoke because I majored in music. I was a singer back then. And
Oh my God.
so I was running karaoke, and then a lady came in, grabbed my hand and said, "You're just like me." And I was like, "What do you mean?" You know, I'm like, "How can I be like you?" And then turns out that she was a psychic detective named Dixie Atarian. And she's since passed, but I took courses from her for a very long time. And so that was where we really got into things that were so
Yes.
esoteric to me. I had no idea. Um, Now that I've been involved in the groups and the internet since COVID, um,
Hmm.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, my people,
Yes.
where have you been all my life? And oh, you guys are doing that too. um,
Yes.
Near death experience changed me, made things a lot clearer. And angel experiences, angel healings,
Hmm.
just things that are so dear to me that I never expected. And I've now been through a lot in life, right? We come here to learn a lot of really heavy
Yes.
duty stuff. And then we finally pull it together when we get to be a little older, career done, kids raised, all that stuff. What does
Yeah.
mama want now? And mama wants some of this,
Yes.
because what it does is it takes you from that person. You're not that person who's seeking as much as you are the person who's gathering up everything that you've learned, all the experiences, psychic experiences that you've had in your life. I don't know about you guys, but then they start to coalesce into
Yes.
something that you don't have to go anywhere else to find. I had a voice teacher once. She was wonderful. She helped change my life. And she said, what all these things that you learn in your life, the accomplishments that you have in your life, your spiritual accomplishments, your career, or whatever you do to make a living, whatever your choices are in your life, um, all of these things, no one can take away from you.
Yes.
These experiences that you remember from the other side in near death, your dream experiences, all these
Hmm.
things are so vivid to us. I know I'm not the only one. I
No, you're not.
very vividly
Yeah.
remember so much of what has happened. So I think that taking a risk to be the full card, and
Yes.
just get out and start doing things and start participating. And it
Hmm.
helps. I think that what's happened since I agreed to do the first show with Callie Healer, which was wonderful.
It
Got
was.
it.
It's
Amazing.
fabulous.
She was a doll. And
Yes.
doing that made me really start thinking about things like, when did I really start having angel experiences?
Hmm.
Oh, you've been asking for them your whole life. Well, what are angels and how do they help me? It turned out that they were with me. I just didn't see it.
Yes.
And now that I've had the near-death experiences, and every time, you guys are going to laugh, every time that I've had a surgery, because, you're a woman, you have surgeries in life, things happen.
Yes.
And every time I would have a surgery, I'd say, okay, God, Goddess, everything anybody wants to call the spirit, just give me some more information from the other side so that I can add something new to my toolbox, so
Yes.
that I can get through this place, knowing full well the other life is there. We're ongoing in our learning, but give me a little more information, a little
Mm-hmm.
more healing ability, whatever I'm supposed to do, so that I can bring it back and do better, do more, be of service.
Exactly.
Because that's kind of what our lives have been about, as I was growing up, and my whole life, being a social worker, volunteering back when HIV started in San Francisco. I was
Yes.
there. I was volunteering at the food bank, doing all kinds of things. So I have this whole wacky doodle life of, giving to others and whatnot. And so I took some time for myself after retiring, but I actually started collecting my favorite decks and things like that while I still had the job, right?
Yes. Yeah, well, somebody's got to pay for them.
Hey,
Yeah.
I tell
Yeah.
my kids are like, what do you want me to do with these when you die, Mom? I'm like, what? I'm not dying anytime soon. You can just chill out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah. I'd like you to donate them. Donate them to who? I'll let you know when I get there.
that's
Yeah.
right. I think that
Yeah.
would be really great. I said, well, you could sell them if you'd like. Good luck. But I'd rather
Yeah.
just find. I don't know if anybody else has thought about this, but who would we donate our collection to? We don't want our families, that don't necessarily believe in what we're doing, or other people getting a hold of it. I'd rather it go to, you know, uh, somebody that I'd trust, to make sure that they had a party or something and said, we've got a hold of Julie's decks. Everybody, we're going to
Yes.
spin the lotto. You guys, we'll send one to everybody, and
Yep. You
something
know,
fun like that.
I used to belong to a local tarot group for a number of years.
Oh, have fun.
And one of the things, and we got together every Sunday, and we would do readings for each other, and we would do readings for the people who joined us at whatever particular pub we happened to be in at the moment. And one of the things that we would do as well was we would have a card exchange,
Oh, have
where
fun.
once you were once you were finished with the deck, or you felt like, okay, well, that deck I haven't used in quite a while, maybe someone else can use that. So yeah, we'd all bring our stuff, you put it on a table, and everybody goes through it. And there were very few times when people walked away with carrying their own decks back home, because somebody there felt called to take it. And I think that that's a fabulous way to share that energy, and it's a good way to, yeah, let people work with your decks, let them and of course they're all open, they're all used, so you can go through it. It's not a case of getting a box and you have to buy it to see what's inside, right? You can kind of go through
Yeah.
it. So yeah, I thought that was absolutely fabulous. So that was so much fun.
I love
And
that idea. It's better than probably the best white elephant gift exchange you
yes,
could possibly have for girls in our zone.
exactly. And we did have someone who said, hi, y'all, I'm late. Where is Julie located? Canada or the US? I think you're on the west coast of the US.
Yeah, I'm in California.
There you go.
I sound like I'm from California.
California dream. Okay, never mind. Stop singing, Marina. Yeah.
No, you sing all you want.
Uh-huh.
Even
Yeah.
if you just have, even if you have what I always call natural harmony,
Uh-huh.
even if you
Uh-huh.
can't really super duper sing, everybody should sing anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When I'm in my car and I'm driving and a song comes up that I like, I crank it up and I sing to my heart's content. And if the song is really good, I'm dancing while I'm driving and singing. And I know that there are times when I just happen to notice someone next to me and they got that look on their face and it's like, hey, living my best life. Bye. So, yeah. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah. So, um, you're you mentioned yeah, you were kind of into tarot and then you kind of switched over to the oracles a little bit. It I think everybody goes through um well, I shouldn't say everybody. I know what I did when I first started. I wanted to have every deck in every color, and it was accumulation, um, because I wanted to have choice. I'm a Libra. I like to have choice. I can't have
Libra girl.
yes. Woohoo! Perfect. When's your birthday?
The 8th of October.
I'm the 5th.
Oh yeah, great minds think alike. We're in the
Yeah,
same zone. You have to have a library for your tool, your tools.
absolutely. Absolutely. It got to the point I had to make an Excel spreadsheet with all the decks that I have because I found myself buying the same deck 2 and 3 times. And I would come home and I'd open it and go through it and go, why does that look familiar? That's because, oh, I already have it. Oh, okay.
I started the same thing, making
Yes.
a list.
Yes.
And I always thought, what if the house burns down? I can't grab all those decks. I better have a list.
I know. I know. Absolutely.
Here's my catastrophizing thinking, right?
You know what? Yeah. Got to have a plan B, plan C sometimes. So, hello, Terry Mullins, who has joined us. Kathy G joined us.
Hello.
Pamela Gallus. Hello, you guys. Leanne Munn. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Joan Baker.
Joan
Okay.
Baker, birthday buddy.
Yes, absolutely. And Gordian Knot. Dang, Marina, I do that repeat buying too. Uh-huh. Yeah. Excel spreadsheet. It really does help. So, and hello, Renee Diaz. So I don't know. Um, maybe if you guys out there, if you have questions for Julie, something that
That's
you
fine.
might, you might want to ask her how she, I don't know what her favorite decks are or whatnot. If you want, go ahead, post them. Well, this is a girl chat where boys are welcome, right? But we're having a girl chat, and yeah, and the boys are welcome to come. So, um, yeah, do you have a favorite deck?
I mill about with the decks and I kind of have favorites for a little while and then I'm like, no,
Yeah,
wait, you know, um,
yes,
I I really enjoy, I enjoy the diversity decks so much. It's so fun to see everybody's different ideas,
right,
everybody's the plants they use, the nature where everyone lives, the way the voicings of the cards is so powerful, and that makes me very happy. I
yes,
like that a lot. I love a lot of the angel decks, um,
yeah,
and the art. I'm always drawn to the art, how beautiful they are, and I really can't tell you that I have an exact favorite. It just doesn't work in my head.
yeah.
Um, it really. I can't even. I think they were all my favorite when I found them and I bought them all.
Exactly. Yeah. My favorite deck is always the one that I'm working with.
Yeah.
And, I generally will sit here before a show or before a reading, and it's like, okay, who wants to come
Oh,
play? And there's always one or two that'll say, pick me. And then, yeah, those ones become my favorite for that moment. But you're right. I like vibrant color. I like um, I like lots of meaning in a card. Uh, yeah.
lots of meaning. The color, I have to confess, I'm a bit of a card, let's say, enthusiast. I
Enthusiast.
have more
Yes.
cards. My kids come in, and because redoing my parents' place after mom and both and dad passed and everything, I was like, what am I going to do with with this space that we have, which turns out to be great. I got the bookcases from everywhere and lined them all up on one wall, and I'm like, uh-oh,
Now
Houston,
what?
Julie has a problem.
Exactly.
So I have a lot of decks,
Yes.
and so it makes it really difficult. Like, I was thinking, what would I do if we had to pull a card today? What would I pull up? I love the little mini decks. These things are so great. Rockpool,
Yes.
whoever is
Yes.
publishing them, um, I I just I'm such a fan. I've done some trips down the rabbit hole with some of the different decks and authors, and so it's been a whole lot of fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Leanne said, does a deck call to you when a person wants a reading?
Yes.
Mhm.
And I really try not to think about it. The way I do it is, I'm just like, before today, I'm like, oh no, I gotta do a show. What am I gonna do? So it's all out of sheer panic. And then the I just picked it up. Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians. That is
Yes.
beautiful. And
Yes.
then, because I did hospice, and I'm always thinking, there's a lot of activity from the other side. Have you guys noticed?
Yes.
There's people with you, around you,
Yes.
people talking to you, and you may not hear it exactly, but in the quiet, still moments, you might be indicated to pay attention. So I got my messages from heaven out. Oh, the nose running, someone's talking. And
Uh-huh.
then also, like this, the self-love. It's so pretty. And
Oh,
I think that self-love should be prettier. We
yes.
should be able to love ourselves, and it not be such a terrible, crazy thing. Oh, I love myself. Oh, okay. That's wonderful. Were it that easy?
Yes. Yeah. It is a bit of a struggle to get to that point, that self-acceptance. And a lot of us were brought up um in generation by parents who they were not trying to be mean or cruel, but they brought us up the way that they were brought up. And part of that, the female narrative was, you don't draw attention to yourself. Be kind. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. um, be pleasant, be kind, be all those things, which those things are fabulous. Absolutely, we should aspire to those things, but not at the expense of being honest and having integrity and standing in our power and all those things. And I think those things come along as you get a little older, as you learn lessons, and you say, okay, wait a minute. I don't always have to say, it doesn't matter, you decide. Maybe I have an opinion and maybe I can express it, right? So, um, yes, there is. I do. I actually have a deck that I created that I use strictly for personal readings, and that deck was kind of the start of everything. You won't
Oh,
see
how
me use
fun.
it. Yeah, You won't see me use it on YouTube because it's strictly for personal readings, and
Oh,
it
that's
tells
great.
me a story. Um, it's not anything that I would say, oh, artistically, it's wonderful. No, it's very rudimentary, but it works for me.
I
And
think that's fantastic because
yeah,
then it's the symbols. You know, you see mediums out there and they're going like they're like
yes,
scribbling around, right? But they know what they're doing and they know what they're seeing and they know what they're feeling.
yes,
And you get your own symbols and we're all so different. I think it's fantastic to do that.
yeah, yeah. And that was after I had just gotten back into tarot because, like many people, um, I used to read cards when I was younger, and then I got married, and my husband was one of those people who um, would like to consult me and would say, "Listen, there's something weird going on at work. What are you picking up?" And I would tell him, and then if someone else asked, he'd say, "Oh, be careful, she's a witch." She's a witch. She can read your thoughts. And, having spent a couple lifetimes where it was very unpleasant being a witch, I
Yes, I
still
think
did.
I visualize heat and flame.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Silly though it might be, but yes, absolutely. Um, and so, yeah, I suppressed it for a long time. And then it started to come back through memory and things. And, I shifted my life. I divorced him, left him far behind, and carried on and established a very wonderful life. But I was getting messages from spirit,
Mm.
make your own deck. And my first response was, no. And then it was a little firmer, and that carried on until finally I got to the point that I turned into a very petulant 5-year-old, and I said, fine, fine, I'll do it, and you'll see it'll be total crap, and then I never have to hear about this again. Well, that's not what happened. So from there, um, yeah, doing readings for friends and joining the tarot group and having some other wonderful um, spiritual people that came into my life at the same time. It was like the world opened up, and so I thought, well, okay, I'll do YouTube. I don't have to tell people where I'm located, and I wouldn't anyway for safety reasons. But it's just most people know I'm located in Calgary, Alberta. Calgary is 1.5 million or 4 million people or something. It's a lot of people. Um, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I never have to sit back and say, you know what? I wonder what would have happened if.
Right.
So I'm a great believer in just do it. Just do it, give it a try. If you don't like it, you could say, yeah, I tried it, wasn't for me. But don't hold yourself back.
I
So
wanted to do it for many years. You know, I got the ring light. I got
yes.
backgrounds. I got the cards. I've got the stuff and thinking
Yeah.
about what I wanted to do. What do I really want to what the heck am I thinking?
Mhm.
You know, and I've been in a career where I was helping people all the time or did my best to. I couldn't
Yes.
always just because of the nature of that beast. But
Yes.
but to see what I went through seeking my own spiritual footing,
Yes.
my own sense of that this is a strength, that this is really not just a mamby-pamby little, oh, it's a gift. Oh, look at her, she had the gift. I'm like, yeah, gift Schmidt. No, this is not, this is serious.
Yes.
What we do for other people, what we model with for others, it's validating, it's life affirming, it's empowering. And we need that right now on whatever level we're able to express it. And
Exactly.
I think we feel like we have less to lose when we get older. We've seen the loss,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
We've seen the losses. But what the
Yes. Yeah.
gains are is if something happens and somebody says, oh, something's happened to somebody, I'm tired and I'm exhausted. I've got nothing left. And it's like borderline pure exhaustion or depression or who knows. You know, you want to give up. What do you have left to give? And these are our best givers, our best readers,
Yes.
our predictors and healers and stuff. And I'll sit back and go, oh, we send love and whatever. And then the angel work started coming to me more. Like lots of
Yeah.
people you hear talking about their gifts are enhancing.
Yes.
That is not even a joke either. You know, I'm like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's just an angel over there in this, like a negative form
Yeah.
with someone else's light body, with the light body of the angel going to them and putting their wing over them and giving them a rest.
Yes.
One gentleman that, and if you don't mind me telling this story,
No, of course not.
this I saw a gentleman online, and I was just moved. Okay, I would like to help him. I can't give him money, but in all sincerity, it's a good person. They're spiritually gifted. They are who they say they are. You can feel that.
Yes.
And you can see he was having a really hard time. And he was homeless. And he shouldn't be. A
Yeah.
veteran, native,
Oh,
in a very strong lineage and everything. And all of a sudden I just went, here we go. And I said, okay, if you're willing to receive this, I would really like to send some kind of healing to you. I have no idea, whatever. And I always go into it like kind of a little bit blindly, maybe even
yeah.
naively. God's going to send them healing and whatever they need is going to go to them, right?
Yes.
All of a sudden, and I haven't mentioned this before, but all of a sudden, two angels appear on either side of him, kind of like me on the other side of me, like this.
Yeah.
And I was wishing for him to have an abundant amount of money, just so much money that, like, whatever he's been doing in his work and everything, to finally everybody just go, oh, this is the guy. He knows the stuff we need. And he's willing to help. And the angels, it's almost like my angels have the tips of their wings are almost like hands.
Yes.
And the fingers, the feathers, right? And all of a sudden, the wings opened up a little bit and they're just in midair right there. Well, that's nice. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And all of a sudden, they opened up and then the energy body of money, of dollars. Okay, because
Yes.
I'm not seeing image of a dollar. It's just all light in a
Yes.
dark background relief. And money was just falling all around him. And I was like, oh, I like that. That's really great. I was like, oh, can I have some too? Since you're giving some
Yes.
away, I'll take some of that. And then feathers popped up, like maybe 5 feathers, and they were all just light feathers with it.
Oh,
And it was just quick, and there's a packet with it that says, this is your inheritance, this is your 7 generations, this is you've worked hard enough, it's time, you've
yes.
gotten to your spiritual point where you've surrendered, now you please let's move to the next level. And it's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely freaked me out. But that's the kind of thing that has started to happen because I finally decided,
Mhm.
well, I decided I was going to go on, Terry, at Holding Your Space and every morning meditate and
Yes.
remind myself that the way I was raised is with prayer and meditation. You say the prayer and then you meditate and you listen for your answer because
Yes.
that's how it happens.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it does. And I've said several times that we are the best manifestors around. And the universe will turn itself inside out to prove to each and every one of us that we are absolutely right. So if you concentrate the on the negative, I don't have enough, and I'm not going to be able to pay this bill, and I don't have a good job, and so on. The universe hears that and says, oh, okay, so you're okay with struggling. Okay, let's send you more struggle. And we tend to we put a lot more weight on the negative than we do the positive. The positive we explain away as, oh, that was just luck, right? Where the negative is a lot heavier. So, if it's true that the universe wants to prove us right, then let's concentrate on the positive things. Let's concentrate on the things that, and most of you know that, this came up in a show that I did, I think, with Val, Dragonfly Crystals. And I said, when it comes to putting things out into the universe, it's the same as when you go into a restaurant. You're greeted by the waiter, they take you to a seat, and they give you a menu. And you look at that menu and you think, oh, this sounds really good. Oh, I really like that. And you give the waiter your order on what it is that you want.
Yeah.
The waiter leaves, you sit back, you enjoy the company. You do not follow the waiter into the kitchen to make sure that he delivers your order to the cook. And you don't stand over the cook to see how they're preparing your meal. You've put your order in, now sit back and just wait for it to arrive. And it's the same with spirit. Do not worry about outcomes. Do not worry about doing the universe's job in terms of, I need to have a new car and, I'd like it to be red and I want it to have a white interior. And, I need this and I need this and I need that. You're setting up something that the universe, what if it was going to give you something better? But you're saying, no, this is going to be sufficient, right? So don't give in to the outcome. Just put it out there. I live in joy and abundance every day of my life. Money comes to me from unexpected sources.
It will. It really will.
It will.
It just happened to me yesterday. Two separate sources, and I'm not talking a small amount of money.
Yes.
Two separate sources. I've cried.
Yes.
And it's only, you see, these things, someone who's been through all of this can make it sound a little easy. It's like a little trite, oh yeah, that's nice. You could do that. But I have suffered in the negativity, suffered in betrayal terribly, just with, and a lot of it's your own family. We have misunderstandings and hurts that we can't even begin to express or even apologize for, or even forgive ourselves, even though we don't even know what happened. People, we're so entrenched in things. And lately I've just felt like, you know what? I do love everybody. I really did. We had the best intentions. Can't we honor the best intentions that we had, even though things went crazy? Can't we get to that, please? That's what we did. We gave our best intentions, and it has freed me that all of a sudden, and I'm not in it constantly, trust me, life's crazy. You're tired, you're frustrated, you don't think you can pay that bill like we were talking about.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was just like, I just can't worry anymore. I'm tired of worrying. Yes. I want to give it over. I want to do that surrender thing. Because I spent time with the 12-step program when I was young. And it wasn't alcohol and drugs. It's more emotional for me. And food. We like that stuff. And, any way that you can mask, hide before you're ready to heal from what's happened in your life, because we all have a lot of stuff. And to honor the fact that we had the nerve to come here, that we have the nerve to keep going, and then keep taking chances for ourselves. For some strange reason, we just keep going. And I think that forgiveness, we've mentioned that before, but that word was just like poison to me for a long time. I'm not forgiving any of you for what's happened. How many years is this? And I finally went, oh, I can't do that anymore either. And I've been doing the Ho'oponopono prayer. Yeah. I'm sorry what my ancestors, my relatives, whatever happened. Because I still have my dad's brother still alive. I love him my whole life. And whatever our families have done to each other, because it's crazy. It's Peyton's place, man.
I
And
know.
after everybody died, everybody started talking. We're like, oh, what? Are you kidding me? And none of it was pretty. We're like all in shock. And so it was like, I'm sorry for what we all did to each other, because everybody loved each other. We all planned to come here. And
Yes.
you know, it doesn't always go like we plan. And it made all the world to me that every time I said that prayer, I went down another layer into it.
Yes.
Oh, that was my fault. Oh, I did that. I didn't react. Ooh, makes you own stuff you don't want to even look at. And so
Yeah.
that's why I love looking at the cards. I love looking at these things because, you know, I want to remove toxicity. You know,
Yes.
I want to be able to say it's not all my fault. I don't want to take all the blame. Look at me naturally picking up cards. You can't stop me here. You've created a beast, Marina. And then look at
Yay!
life force energy. We need that.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know, you know, see, we pick the cards and it's not an accident. I've shuffled them all before and I
Yes.
said my prayers before that somehow we would all be able to connect. Oh, over, you know, the different things. And by the way, I am on my phone. I don't have a new computer yet, but I see everybody's comments and I just thank you so much. Yeah, the Wiccan stuff changed my life. I don't always do everything, but you know what? I've got spices in my cabinet with secret uses.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I
Kitchen
watched,
witches unite.
yes, I watched, and this would have been, I think, a couple of years ago now. It was in the January. Yes, it was January. Okay. I watched Colleen, the Cool Crone, and
Oh yeah,
Gerald, Tarot Stash. They were
I
doing a
love them.
show, and I think that the show was, if I remember correctly, about Imbolc. And Gerald was talking about, oh, yeah, and don't forget to do the cinnamon ritual. And I
Yeah.
kind of looked up, like, what? Say? And he said, yes, on the first of the month, you take a little bit of cinnamon, not a whole lot. You put a little bit of cinnamon in the palm of your hand. You go outside your house, open
Hi,
the
JJ
door.
Cat Lady. Or
Yes,
J
thank you
Cat
for being
Lady.
here. Yeah. And then you blow the cinnamon into your house, and you set the intention of whatever it is that you want, and it will come in. And so the 1st of February, I put it on my calendar, and yeah, I went out and I felt so exceptionally happy. It was a Thursday, and I blew the cinnamon into the house. And I said, I am ready for all the abundance you want to throw at me. Whatever it is, I am ready for it. And it was just such a feeling of overwhelming joy. And, I danced through the house and did my thing. I got on the computer, and all of a sudden I hear open up Word. Okay. So I opened up Word, and next thing, my fingers are going across the keyboard. And I'm conscious that I'm doing something, but I don't know what it is that I'm doing until I was finished. And once I was finished, I went back and read it. I had channeled my first message from the Council of 13. And I get
Wow.
shivers just thinking about it. I was vibrating. I could not wait for Val to come on so that I could tell her about what had happened and how great this was. And it just confirmed more than anything else. Put it out there. Do not put any roadblocks on it. I didn't say, I'm ready to receive $1,000. I'm ready to receive abundance in whatever way you want to share it with me, whatever capacity it is. and the channel message came through, and it's still to this day, it's a powerful, powerful message. So yeah, do that. Do that. Give it a try. Time is going to go by anyway, right? The next
I
7 days.
love that. That's great.
Yeah.
It's a
It,
vibrational change shift in your
yes.
whole being. Like it's like all the coffee you could ever drink without feeling bitter and getting bitter and
Yes.
feeling and shaky. And it's
Yes.
just woo, it's ecstatic.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even my animals were kind of coming up to me and then taking a step back, like, ooh, okay.
Check
You know,
out that aura. Woo!
yes.
You go,
Yeah.
girl.
It was absolutely, absolutely fabulous. So yeah, you guys, you've been phenomenal. And I want to remind you again, don't forget to go over, subscribe to Julie's channel, uh, Jules Learning to Listen. The the links and everything are in the description of the video. So please go over. And there have been a couple people, more than a couple actually, who have said that they have just subscribed to your channel. So well done, well
Thank you
done.
so much. And I also noticed that there was someone asked if I do readings, and I'm totally open to doing that. I've done them, at different times, and then of course all through everything, friends, we get together, and
Yes,
one friend that we get together at the turning of the quarter turning of the year, we always pull a card, and I'd love to do that. And so my email address is on my page. It's not very developed yet. I just have a few things posted, like I'll just post this after or something. But I want to thank everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. And Marina, especially, thank you so much. I've
oh,
enjoyed your work, and to see how your channel's expanded and everything that you're doing and all your collaborations and things. Um, it's just been really wonderful. So thank you very much.
oh, you are more than welcome. This, and I hope that as time goes by, you'll be coming back.
I
We
love it.
can, when you dip your toes in and are, uh, a little more comfortable, we can try doing some readings for the folks. And in the meantime, before we let everyone go, how about let's pull a couple cards for the collective.
Okay.
Let's see what message spirit wants to send you away with, besides make joyful your default setting.
Oh, yeah. It's a favorite sound of mine. This card thing, it's just like, ooh, time to go in. It's a signal to chill.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I'm using the personal predictions deck, and I got Vitality Boost, which is one of the cards that I'd shown Julie before we went live. Vitality Boost, and a choice will be made.
Oh,
And I think that, considering the discussion that we have just been having, is that make a conscious choice to allow yourself to to move into your spirituality. Give yourself permission to go with the intuition that comes to you, to hear what they are trying to communicate with you, and to not judge yourself on whatever comes in. There is no expectation. Just go with it. So I like that. I really like that.
I love that.
What'd you get?
Um, I pulled one. It's forgive and release.
Yes.
And what this card says is when we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can keep our lessons learned without holding on to past hurts. And I love that.
Perfect.
It's a study in human nature and how we survive, how we become resilient.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And when when we harbor that resentment, when we have that with us, it's like the saying goes, drinking poison and expecting your enemy to fall dead. It doesn't happen that way. You're the one drinking the poison. So yeah, make a
Still
choice.
learning.
Yes. Yeah. It's I take the lesson, I take the good, and what doesn't serve me anymore, I release with light and love back to the universe to do with what it wants. And then do it with a joyful heart. Got nothing to lose. Right?
No.
Well, Julie, I hope that we'll definitely be doing this again.
Oh, I
I'd
look forward
love
to it.
to have you back. And for those of you that are out there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out Julie's channel. Go over to my website, marinasheartcentertarot.com. Take a look and see what's on offer over there. There might be something that, resonates with you. In the meantime, have a fabulous rest of the week. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.